Yo guys, it's Knockbacks here, and today what I have you is Happy Fridays episode 2. So this is the second Happy Friday. In this episode I have a lot to show you, so I will try to get by quick as possible. Also, sorry, it might be late at night when I record this because I was doing other stuff. But anyway, the first thing I have to show you is a magical button. Now I know I did another magical button the episode before this. I mean the video before this, but my version is kind of smaller. It's a lot smaller actually. My old version was, I believe, 12 blocks. Well, yeah, 12 blocks. But this version is only 10. And most versions I know of are like 12 blocks. I've never seen anything smaller than 12. So but yeah, so this is kind of a rule breaker. So yay, it's a world record for the smallest magic button. But anyway, let me just clear my inventory. Anyway, let's see it in action. Let me just center myself. Light stand on a single block. Click it, and let's get into the tutorial. This part, that part was not needed. Anyway, I'm just gonna grab my materials. You're gonna need all these items. This one block part is optional. And a bunch of items of whatever. So basically, this is gonna be your floor. You're gonna be digging down that far. So to start off with, I'm gonna break all these blocks first off. Put 2 hoppers like so. Put a comparator right here. Put a single item in one of those hoppers. Doesn't matter, it just has to be one. And then right here, put a sticky piston block on top, which then can lead into a torch to whatever, or a redstone block like so. And then this should be done. You can cover it up, and but I mean you can still see this stuff. So the way to cover that up is getting some carpet like so. Now, the problem right here is that you can't place the block right here. So the technique to avoid it is put a carpet right here, or a glass, or a slab, and then place a carpet on top of that, and it works. Then all you have to do really is cover your frame like so, and you'll get an output from this bucket button. Also, it's a lot faster than my other design. My other design used a dropper and a hopper, like to extend and de-extend. And dropper and hoppers have like a 3-tick delay, but while piston is almost automatic. So yeah. So the second part of Happy Fridays is a one wide. Second part is a 1 wide 3x3 door by me. It's 1 by 9 by 10, which equals 90 blocks. Although I do not recommend this design because it's really small. Like, it's smaller than ATM's design. ATM made one, and mine was a lot smaller than his. But I don't recommend using this design because it has a torch burnout and can be very unreliable. Well, it's really reliable as you use it right. So if you hear that small clicking in the background, that's you have to wait till that turns off, otherwise it'll break, and I'll show you at the end of the tutorial how to fix that. Then we can close it. But it's really derpy when it closes. And this is all the wiring needed. It's very compact, as you can see. And we just take out anything I don't really need for this tutorial. My torch, obviously. Oh wait, I already have a torch. So let me just organize my thing a bit. Yeah, that should be good. Okay, so here is your piston layout. You can take a screenshot and copy from that. Okay, after you've taken your screenshot, right down here, place a lever. Place a torch. Flick the lever so that this torch is off. 2 redstone into a block. Toward, darn it. Yeah, that was kind of off-centered. Let me just replace that. This should be your piston layout. Sorry if you copied my piston layout before I did that mistake. Please place that. So then this should be your closing and your first block done. So let's see it in action. It's closing and first block. Now I'm going to do the side pistons because it works really nicely. Put a block right here, 2 blocks like so. And then redstone here into a sticky piston, the block on top, and whoops, sand on top, and then get redstone block out with redstone. Now that's for the compact way. If you want to be on the cheaper side, just do something like this, or this, as long as there's a power source. But for compact reasons, I'm just gonna do this. Put a repeater right here, going into a block, with a sticky piston. Now here's an interesting. Well, never mind. Sorry about that. Then right here, you want to have something powering a repeater. Must be a repeater, can't be something else. Also, the repeater has to be on a half slab. For some reason, I always forget that. So it's gonna go down like so. Then from there comes from there comes the torch burnout / double extender / confusing part. And basically, what a torch burnout is, if you don't know what it is that basically it's a really fast clock that doesn't run forever. It flickers really fast, and in some cases, if you want to make really compact stuff, this is good because it gives a lot of pulses. So all I have to do to activate it is update it, and it'll flicker. So that's what's good about it. And the way we're gonna use it is to put redstone right here, and this. Okay, after it flickers. Also, this all the stuff I'm building on Happy Friday works on bukkit. Like even this horrible, unreliable 3x3 works on bukkit, which is always a plus. But anyway, right here, put a 3-tick repeater, and then put a redstone right here. Don't worry, it will be flickering. Put a block right here. Put a redstone right here, and a 1-tick repeater right there. And that should be your entire double extender done. All I have to do is do this. That was kind of badly done. Like that. And then, if we test it, then you have to wait, because basically how this works is that this redstone is powering all these stuff. This redstone is also powering this activated rail, which can update this, and it does update this. So so because of that, while it's closing, it does that. Then when I unclose it, this activated rail will turn off, which also updates this. So let's see it in action. Okay, now if you for some reason close it really fast and then see that it doesn't close right, all you have to do is just do something like this. You should close and open. Oh, whoops. Sorry about that. I flicked it too fast. You close and open. Sometimes it doesn't work because it isn't really reliable. Now it should work. What? Yeah, it's not very reliable, as you know. There we go. It works. Now if you do that and then you just close it, yeah. Never mind. There's a bug that sometimes happens where if you close it, this will happen, and you don't want that to happen. So what you have to do is put a sticky piston right there, and a regular piston. Oops. Put a regular piston right there, and it should work just fine. Anyway, on to my last few builds. It is a 2x2 seamless trapdoor. It's 10 by 8 by 4, which is a 320 block volume. There was a smaller one. It's 10 by 8 by 2, but the person that made it sent out a challenge because it wasn't on both sides. It wasn't like equivalent. Like it wasn't what you consider very in sync. This one is. As you can see, it opens and it's completely seamless. Then if you close it, it goes like that. Now, this is it with no wiring. Basically, this is how it would look like. These two regular pistons right here will push sticky pistons. Then this will extend out, and this will be the floor. And then when you're done, it will close up like so. And then these two pistons will push back the blocks. So let's see it in action. Close this. Oh, oops. Like that. Now let's get on to the tutorial. I am gonna be building this in halves because it's all you have to do is mirror it on the other side. But anyway, to start off, put a lever right here or here, doesn't matter. Put redstone right here, 4 ticks, and then 1 tick. This will then in turn go into a repeater like so, into redstone, block, block. Oh yeah. Into 4 ticks, 1, then that will go into 1 tick repeater. This goes into redstone and a 3 tick repeater. Now, this isn't gonna actually be your floor. Floor is gonna actually be one more lower. That's because I had to get the inputs across somehow. So just put a 1 tick, 1 tick, 1 tick, and a 1 tick repeater, I believe. Sorry, I didn't memorize this design very well. Okay, and then put torch right here, and then have redstone running around like so. Then you're gonna have a repeater and redstone here. Then last but not least, put a redstone here. Now, when this happens, this piston will be here, but since pistons are transparent, the redstone will go through. Also, for the other side, when you mirror it, you don't have to do this exact thing. All you have to do is put a repeater and redstone right here, like so. Next up, you want to get a dropper and a hopper out. First off, you want to put a dropper here, and then a hopper here. Put a dropper, one item into the dropper, and then get a comparator out like so. Then 3 blocks like so. Redstone, and 2 ticks. 2 ticks like so. And that should be your entire door done. So let's test it. Oh. Obviously did something wrong there. Oh, yeah, I see what I did wrong. This was a very dumb mistake. Put a 2 tick repeater right there. Well, no, actually 1 tick. Close this. And close this. And it's also in sync, just saying, which makes design very nice. Anyway, we're getting on to our sort of final designs. It's a spiral door. This is a response to ATM124. You should check him out. He is a great redstoner, but he made a 2x2 spiral, and I thought, well, that's pretty big. So I decided to make a smaller version. That's a lot smaller, just saying. So let's see it closed and opened, and it's pretty fast. Now, also he had to make it in a sort of column-like place because there was redstone behind. But over here, you just have blocks moving. You'll see it. You'll see blocks move up. So that's how I send power over. This is it without the redstone. Basically, what happens is when this lever is pulled, this piston will go down, and that'll give this redstone block go to this redstone, and it'll power these two pistons, also at different timings. Now, basically, you take this block out, nothing will happen. Oops. Well, yeah, that will happen, and yeah, whoops. Anyway, this will happen, and if we turn it off, this piston can be butted, and we do that by having a clock right here, and it updates this piston whenever. So I'll just make a tutorial for this quickly. So put 2 sticky pistons like so, 2 block legs, run it, 2 blocks, you go up, like so, and then get 2 more, and then get a slab right here, block right here, go down into redstone, 2-tick repeater, 2-tick repeater, going down into redstone. This has to be a slab because if this is a block, this redstone will be bud powering this piston. And they'll both activate at the same time, which is now what we want because this is a spiral. Now, just have a bunch of blocks going down like so. Put a redstone block right here. Then right here, put his piston, the block on top. So then goes into redstone, down into a once again 2-tick repeater. And then the final part to make this actually work, just have a hopper, 2 hoppers facing into each other, going down into a comparator, and put a single item into one of those hoppers. That should create the clock. So if we just get a lever, and flick it, we get that nice spiral animation, and it's also pretty fast. Now to the last part, one of the last parts today, a sonic boom door. Basically, this is named after X something. Sorry. Now he made one, and I made a more compact version. My version is about as compact as it gets with its piston layouts. So yeah. So it closes and it opens. Now here's your wiring. Pretty compact. It's the size of the actual piston layout. Now, because of time, I do not have time this. Now, to the last time, the design is actually really amazing. It's a 3i expandable from the ceiling. It's also the world's smallest at 1,247 blocks. I'd like to see a smaller version, but let's see it closed. Opened. It isn't too fast. The triple part right now is really fast. But now let's see from the side. Put a lever right here. Click it. Also, this works on bukkit, which is also very nice, which I forgot to mention. So, yeah. Now, the very last thing I want to show you is right here. I'm still currently working on it to make it greater than it actually is at the moment. If we just disconnect this part. This is a quad extender. Now, I'm still working on it to make a 5x expandable wall with it, but, this is a quad extender. But anyway, it closes. It's closing because this is meant to be a 5x expandable wall eventually. And it opens. So yeah, it's pretty fast. But anyway, folks, that's all. I hope you like. Happy Friday for this week. I'll have more uploads coming at you. More redstone tutorials and stuff like that coming at you. But before it ends, I'll just try to do a very quick tutorial. Sorry about that. Anyway, it's about as compact as it can. Well, no, it isn't as compact as it can be. It can be too wide, but well. It can be too wide, but that would be extremely hard to do. So, I'd like to see a challenge for anybody who can make it smaller. Which you probably can, because whoever said that the double piston extender can be from the top. But I just like to see someone make a smaller version, even though I'll probably make mine too wide eventually. But yeah. So, oops. Okay. Then, right here, put a sticky piston block, and then it's just basically your piston layout. Your basic piston layout, that is. Then here, put a single sticky piston at the bottom. Then right here, put a sticky piston right here, and a sticky piston right here. And I believe that should be your entire piston layout. So right here, it's going to be your input. Put a lever right here. So this also powers this, and this first. Now put a sticky piston on either side. Now this is the part you have to be careful about, because you have to have a cauldron and water bucket. And this can mess up. So basically, you have to put water in it, and water can mess up redstone. So make sure you don't shift click, because if you shift click, the water will just land outside of the cauldron. So just do it like so. And then I'm going to take this out of my inventory, because this is extremely dangerous. Because I might have to restart everything and stuff. Now, I'm going to comparator right there. Go into a block with redstone, and down into a repeater with redstone. Down and then into a block, the repeater, set to 3 ticks. And then to make the last part of the double extender, just put a comparator, no, a half slab comparator. I mean, that would be one of the awkwardest sentences I've ever said. But anyway. Just put a redstone down here like so. Get a torch, dropper, and a hopper. So, going into a comparator. Now put a single item into the dropper, and that's your entire double extender done. So let's close and like that. And for what it does, it isn't too slow for the size I got it actually. So just put a repeater right here, redstone, and a block on top. Exact same thing here. Redstone, repeater, block on top. Then right here, place a sticky piston, the block on top, into a torch, into a repeater, going down into a sticky piston, redstone, block on top. Now it has a nice spiral effect, kind of a nice spiral effect, and when it closes, it's also very fast. Sorry for the lag. It's also very fast. It almost closes at the same time for all the side pistons. But anyway, folks, that's all. This has been the Not by X. Don't forget to subscribe for these awesome videos and these awesome creations. Anyway, folks, that's all. This has been the Not by X, and I am